with Riemann sums, we have to be aware of areas above and below. And we have to be careful to make sure we understand, are we talking about area or displacement? Okay, so in this case here, the left-hand Riemann sum to estimate the area between the f of x and the x-axis for following data. So I'm just going to plug in my data here. So negative 10 is right about there, negative 2, so I'm going to say 2 here, negative 2 maybe about there, 3, let's put 3 about here, is 0, okay, 4 is pretty close there. Now that's above the x-axis, it's going to be somewhere around here, 6, so 4, 6 is going to be further along, a little bit higher at 8, and 8 somewhere around here is going to be 14, so it's going to be way up here. Okay, so this is my graph. If I were to kind of sketch this here, my graph looks kind of like this. It follows this kind of pattern. Okay, I want to use the left-hand Riemann sum to calculate this area. So left-hand Riemann sum, I'm going to draw it in my left-hand Riemann sums here. Those areas are below the x-axis. Okay, so if I was talking about displacement, they would count against the displacement. Okay, here is my left-hand Riemann sums here. These are my left-hand Riemann sums. Okay, and these areas are above. Okay, so these would be positive displacement. So if I was to talk about the areas here, we know that we have the area below is going to be, well, this is a 2 by 10 rectangle, so 20. Okay, I should maybe put in my little bit here. It's going to be 6, 8, and that's way up at 14. Okay, so I'm going to calculate those areas using those y coordinates. That's going to be 0. Oops, sorry, I forgot to finish the red ones. This area here is going to be negative 2 with a width of 2, so it's going to be 2. So my red areas are going to be 20 plus 2. Okay, that's the areas below. Okay, if I were to talk about displacement, I would make that sure that's negative 20 and negative 2. Okay, but again, the difference here is we're talking about the area. So the area is above, it's the width of 2 times height of 6, so I've got an area of 12. And then this one's going to be a width of 2, height of 8, so it's area of 16. So there is my total area. Okay, so if I talk about area, this being area equals, what's that going to be, 50? Okay, but if I were to talk about the net displacement, okay, the question didn't ask for displacement, but if I were to ask about the displacement on the antiderivative, that would equal 22, negative 22 plus 28, so it would be a net displacement of plus 6. Okay, so there's a difference between the net displacement and the total area. So this one here, same kind of idea. Here, okay, so this is that area there. Okay.